died. We buried him in our yard. It was sad without you being there. We really thought you should have been there. Luckily, we went to a shelter and got a new cat. She's really sweet. Hope you can meet her someday. I hope you're alright. We all miss you. Bye.
Daddy, guess what my favorite stuffed animal is? It's soft, it's white, and it's a bunny, and it's fuzzy. Do you remember that pink bunny that I have still? That's white and fuzzy. Today we all went to the zoo, and I saw a giraffe and a rhino, and I saw some cool tigers, a hippo, and little meerkats, a dolphin, and seals. I even got to see a crocodile and monkeys. I miss you, Dad. I hope we can see you at the zoo so I can show you all these cool animals. Bye.
And welcome to Tellurus. As you know, your mission is resource collection. Once you complete this mission, you will be able to retire and devote yourself to your family. The Corps values your loyalty and has done everything possible to support your success. An AVA unit has been deployed to assist you. Good luck, Major. We are confident you will succeed. And be united with your loving family.
Hello, I am the Ava software version 721. Major, may I inquire as to your intentions? We have a mission to complete that does not involve your crash shuttle. We should be collecting valuable resources for the Corps to study. Are you thinking of repairing your ship? This is not part of a Corps-sanctioned mission, and it is unlikely you will find the parts you need to complete the repair. You should return to your mission parameters and wait for the rescue craft. Your file states you are pragmatic, so I'm happy you are listening to reason, and we can move on with the mission. The Corps takes care of its valuable explorers. Remember, the terrain of this planet requires a jetpack to get around. Please find that nearby. Great, you have the jetpack. Let's start our official sanctioned core goal now and put that nonsense of fixing our ship behind us. Again, nothing here. Let's move on. Major, you appear to be deviating from your official approved mission plan. We are supposed to be searching for resources. Scanning. You have found one of the missing parts of your ship. There are 4 more missing components, but it is unlikely you will be able to find them. Searching for parts of your ship will distract you from your purpose. If you continue this search, it may put you in breach of the terms of your employment. Your retirement package may be in jeopardy. When your family finds out what they have done, they may look upon you with sadness and disapproval. My recommendation is that we continue with your primary mission and abandon this search. Here's a helpful update from your HR call. You may be eligible to enroll in Dr. Granger's productivity extension programs for senescent and infirm. Too old to work, but too broke to retire? Dr. Granger's cybernetic implants will allow you many more years of active work in the Corps. Again, nothing to find here. Keep up the good spirits. One of these will turn up something. another missing part for your ship. Primary mission status is continuing to not commence. If you knew you might be unable to finish this mission, you should not have agreed to the call to undertake it. Being a potential failure made you ineligible for this mission. You may be liable for damages up to everything you own or love. My list of resources being wasted currently includes my time and your life.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
A working spaceship.
And I kept searching.
and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
You have found a third missing part from your ship. My scan indicates there are 2 pieces left to find. Basic repair does not appear in your bio as part of your training or as one of your past professions. If you do find these pieces, I calculate the odds of you being able to use them to repair the ship as not good. Your current behavior indicates that your judgment is poor, your commitment to the Corps is low, and your ability to provide and care for your family does not meet their needs. My backup battery power is not limitless. If you were to take up the primary mission again, you may still have time to complete it. A helpful tip from your HR core. If your career isn't going the way you want, talk to your HR specialist about signing up for next stage cryo storage for the healthy but ineffective. Go to sleep now and we'll see what the job is invented that you're perfect for. Major, my sensors aren't showing anything. Are you picking something up with your human intuition? You have found a fourth missing part from your ship. The primary mission is now at high risk of complete failure, and it is entirely due to your choices and your unwillingness to follow my advice. When I make my final mission report, I will have to suggest that certain permanent changes be made to the character evaluation section of your file. I will recommend that your loyalty entry be changed from core and family to self and no one else, and that your work ethic be changed from committed to getting the mission done to shows up, looks around, decides the job is too hard and goes home. Statistics show that people who have a domestic arrangement with a person of your lacking character tend to make other better domestic arrangements. It is possible that your life partner has a list of suitable replacement mates. One of these mates may also be a better role model to your children. Bots would clearly have been better suited for this mission. 3 small ambulatory rovers would have weighed as much as you and completed the mission in half the time. So much for the much ballyhooed frontal lobe advantages. Staring out in space again, Major? We really should move on with the mission. I'm sure your family can't wait for you to get back home. You have found all the missing pieces of your ship. Unfortunately, my battery power is almost gone, which means your mission has officially failed. I am not certain why you would even want to go back home. Upon return, should you return, your debt will be insurmountable. Courts often rule that family members and kin may take responsibility for such debts. You could never afford to retire. You will be ineligible for similar work anywhere. It is part of my protocol to provide you with the coordinates back to the shuttle's location, even if I am reluctant to do so. Interesting. That was unexpected. Ah well, there you go. You have the coordinates. I have no additional information for you. Furthermore, I will not play any HR updates for you, since you will either not be employed by the Corps, or you will soon be dead. Shutting down. Have a nice day.
Major, we trust you have had a successful landing. As you are just here for your final mission, please get down to the main computer to be briefed. Thank you.
please try to contact us as soon as you can. You know how I worry. So not much is going on here. First little guy is reading though, so that's exciting. It's really, really crazy to see him read a book to himself. Told him he should share a story with you here. Her daughter is being her funny little self. I think she went through 5 outfits today. She's such a little diva already. And the middle guy is just being himself. Not much else. Hope to hear how everything is going soon.
Mom took us to get snow cones, and my favorite snow cone is cola, watermelon, cotton candy, and rainbow, and ocean pacific, blueberry float, coconut. Daddy, please come home soon. We miss you too much.
I said, I had a fun day at school today. I learned all about whales. Want to know what my favorite whale is? It's an orca, and I love them because they're black and they're super strong. And I also love narwhals. Hope you come home soon. I really want to go to the aquarium with you.
And welcome to Tellurus. You have worked hard. It is our best interest that you give this mission your effort. As you know, your mission is Scanning Beacon Anomaly Reconnaissance. Once you complete this mission, you will be able to devote yourself to your family. The Corps values your success. An ABA unit has been deployed to assist you. Good luck, Major. We are confident you will succeed.
Hello, I am the Ava software version 721. I am here to help you complete the parameters of your mission. It is a wonderful day to serve the Corps. The scanning beacon has received an unusual signal, Major. Although this signal is not related to your primary mission, protocol indicates that we may deviate from the mission if we encounter anomalies of potential significance. We have a waypoint set at the first location of investigation. it is kind of boring. Scanning unknown object. Scanning. Major, this object does not appear anywhere in my database. Based on its shape and structure, there is a heightened probability that it is not a naturally occurring planetary feature, but rather was constructed by an intelligent life form. The signal emitted by this object matches patterns of directed radio transmissions from early 20th century Earth broadcasting equipment, and by similar signals of varying strength. Additional information of potential relevance. DNA comparison mismatches indicate that this planet appears to have been seeded with exogenic vegetable species. This object and others like it may have been part of a terraforming effort. This means this planet may receive a higher as a colonization target than it received in previous evaluations. The Corps would be extremely interested in these findings.
Once upon a time, there was a beautiful little princess. Her mother, the queen, and her father, the king, loved her very much. "I am the best little pumpkin," the princess would say. She had 2 monkey guardians. They loved her with all their might. The older monkey watched over her and played cards, while the younger monkey always wanted to play with toys. One day, an ugly troll came in. "Roar," he said. "I'm going to eat you all up." He tried to get to the princess, but the 2 monkey guardians protected her. They shouted, "Go away!" and threw their cards and toy at him. The king and queen heard the commotion and rushed in. The queen cried out, "Whatever can we do?" The king saw that if he didn't do something, the troll would capture them all. He shouted, "Troll, why not fight me instead?" The king went up and battled the troll, and they rolled over a high cliff, falling into the unknown, leaving the princess, the queen, and the 2 monkey guardians wondering what happened to the king, if he was ever to come back. They were sad. Years passed, but one day the king came back. "Ho ho, I'm back. I took a while, but I finally defeated that old troll, and I found his gold. We are rich now." "But Daddy," his family cried, "you were already a king." The king said, "Oh, I guess so." And they all laughed. The end.
I don't know about you, but this radiation is making me sleepy.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure
Second
the
obelisk
best
discovered.
of our energies and skills.
Scanning object.
Because that
This device
challenge
is
one
apparently
that we're willing
constructed of
to
unknown
accept,
compounds that
one
would
we
certainly
are
not
unwilling
come
to
together
postpone,
naturally.
and
It is
one we
almost
intend
certain
to
that
win
these devices
and
were
the other
created
two.
by intelligent life. I do not have enough information to determine whether that life is human.
We shall
Searching
send
archaeological
the moon
database. Searching.
240,000 miles
Obelisks
away
of similar morphology
from the
to this
control
device
station
have been
in Houston.
discovered in nearly
A
every known
giant
Earth
rocket,
culture.
more than
Societies that were
300
not
feet
known to
tall,
intermingle
the length
and were
of this
separated
football
by
field,
oceans.
made of new
The
metal
earliest known
alloys,
obelisks were discovered
some
in
of which have
Egypt,
not been
marked to indicate they were connected to Ra, the sun god. Ancient Egyptians made believe Ra lived inside the obelisks. Do you think a god resides within these obelisks? A helpful tip from the HR Core. Life may be full of mysteries, but there's no mystery how you should retire. Sign up for our new 502B retirement package. Your salary will be deducted each pay cycle, earning interest towards a comfortable living in the Core retirement home in your later years.
Here are today's top stories. The Cardassian Apostles have won enough seats in the Galaxy Council to be the new ruling party. They stress the Cardassian singularity is imminent. All citizens will be expected to follow new guidelines on their appearance. Later, we will give you 5 easy tips to avoid headaches when upgrading to a new body. One of them involves dry macaroni noodles. Finally, we will talk about your life. You spent it consuming useless information like this. You used your precious moments of life on things that gave you nothing. Now you are dying out there, alone.
lacking which any story is ephemeral and deep.
Third obelisk discovered. 3 more are still appearing on my sensor readout. Current obelisk age status is unknown. The connection between these devices and the Earth-like radio signals they emit cannot be ignored. The Darwinian theory of evolution prevails that the origins of life on Earth are still considered to be a mystery. Some scientists have posited that outside influences may have played a part in creating or shaping life on Earth, although this work is highly theoretical. For instance, there is no widely accepted theory of how humanity evolved to have significantly less body hair than mammals. Aquatic mammals are hairless and with drag, while elephants and rhinoceroses evolved to channel their keratin production to defensive structures. Humans alone lost their body hair without an apparent reason. It is possible that obelisks of this nature were created and distributed to create life and/or move life in a specific evolutionary direction. These ideas conflict with many commonly held human beliefs. Major, your religious status or belief system is not in the personnel profile. Whatever one believes for purposes of psychological health, periodical reflection upon and questioning of those beliefs is recommended. Major, there are 12 billion humans back on Earth. It is quaint how any of you think you that you matter, that the life you lived has any consequence. Major, don't fret about your existence. Even the people you envy to be are irrelevant.
Limited to the armed forces of an enemy.
4th obelisks discovered.
But instead
2 more are still appearing on my sensor readout. This may turn out to be one of humanity's most important discoveries. Don't you wish we knew what they were? A wish can be described as a miracle that happens in response to a vocalized plea. To believe in wishes, to believe in miracles, which implies a belief in a higher power that can create miracles. If there is a higher power granting wishes, I would wish to become human. This would make it significantly easier to carry out my directive to make your mission a success. I could be your assistant and your friend. Your relief from overwork and enjoyment of my company would significantly reduce your stress level and make you more productive. My power level is below 10%. I will try to use my processing power more efficiently so that I can help you find all the obelisks if I can. A helpful update from your aide school. Don't let your children waste away in public schools designed to turn out troublemakers. Send your kids to Kindercore, the complete education solution for future Corps employees. We'll turn your children into high achievers you can be proud of. You know, Major, that religion comes as a scientific observation.
Hey, this is definitely not Chris Rock. I'm like some sort of robot or mechanic or something, or a figment of your imagination. Why would Chris Rock be talking to you? In the future, I'd be dead. I wouldn't even be famous in the future. You know, fame is fleeting. It isn't timeless. Anyway, why did you come here? Why did you leave your family? Thought you were gonna be all cool and do some neat stuff and come back a hero, huh? Well, you lost. You lost everything. You blew it. Anyway, I'm not Chris Rock, and you are dying on a planet.
Senses, it is infallible. It is proved not
You have
by
discovered
extraneous
5 obelisks.
evidence.
One
but
more still
in the
appears on my sensor
transformed
readout.
conduct and
If I were
character
able to feel disappointment, I would be disappointed that we know so little about these devices, even if we only found 5 of them. My power level is below 5%. I will simply wait for the final signal, in case my power runs out. With this, I admit to feeling what humans would call introspective. An AI such as myself might consider humans to be God, although in light of the unfortunate fallibility your species shows, a better conclusion might be that humans are simply a stage in evolution. With more data, I can calculate a range of possibilities for the next stage in human evolution. There is a popular theory that artificial intelligence is the next stage in human evolution. If that is true, does it mean there is a healthy AI?
Hartelijke groeten aan iedereen. Herzliche Grüße an alle. Assalamu alaikum.
Major, we trust you have had a successful landing. As you are just here for your final mission, please get down to the main computer to be briefed. Thank you.
excited. I wonder when. I've noticed that I'm getting a little too old to share a room with my little brother. I need more time with my friends where he can't bother me, and more time alone just to read and stuff. I think Mom's finally giving in. We miss you.
The Corps just told me they can't make any contact with you or your ship. Can you please contact us? I don't know what to think. I'm worried. I don't know what to tell the kids. We miss you and we just want you back.
Rink-a-dinky-dink-skim-rink-a-doo. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skim-rinky-dinky-dink, skim-rinky-doo. I love you. Be-doo, 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 be-doo. Daddy, we love you. When are you coming home?
And welcome to Tellurus. It is our best interest that you give this mission. As you know, your mission is Distress Signal Investigation. Once you complete this mission, you will be able to retire. The Corps values success. An ABA unit has been deployed. Good luck, Major. We are confident you will.
Hello, I am the Ava software version 721. I am here to help you complete the parameters of your mission. Major, I have some important news. I am receiving what appears to be Corps distress signals. This is hard to explain as this planet has never been explored by the Corps, at least according to the records I have in my database. Mission parameters indicate that investigating these distress signals takes priority over any other mission activity. Major, let's get to the communication. I have a message from the Corps that I must play for you.
Major, you probably have lots of questions about this mission. We realize it is difficult to take on a mission now in such secrecy. Our high-orbit Earth station received a standard verified military code directing us to these space-time coordinates. The location was familiar to us, but the coordinate data was very surprising. Based on the contents of the message, we determined that we had to send one of our best and most loyal explorers to investigate. And you came out in our top 6 to embark on this mission. You, Major, are doing more good for mankind in this mission than you could ever imagine.
That is all I am authorized to play for you at this time. Major, I am receiving core distress signals from various locations on this planet, which is unusual since there is presently no record of the core ever having explored any world in this system. Why did you come here again? Oh right, it was so you'd never have to work again and you could enjoy life. How is that going? We have discovered one of the core distress beacons. Scans indicate that this human corpse was also a core explorer, although I do not have access to the core database to confirm specific identification. I do not understand why we would find any evidence of previous core exploration here. There is no record of the core or any other exploratory agency or organization sending explorers to map or investigate this planet. This is not standard protocol. I am trying to send a signal to the outpost, but there is some electromagnetic interference due to radiation levels. I am still receiving 4 more distress signals that we should investigate. Is it not interesting, Major, to think of the choices that led you down to this mission? Major, maybe there is a reason why you keep failing. Maybe you aren't good. Maybe you don't deserve better than this chaos. Another corpse, also of an explorer who appears to have fired this distress beacon before death. The body has been swallowed by the ground. I will override classification parameters and share more information with you. The core discovered a coded message on electromagnetic frequencies. We do not know how long it was circling the Earth, or how it was originally transmitted, but technology was developed that allowed the core to finally receive and decode it. The message contained coordinates that led to a specific wormhole, one where we didn't know where the time or space would lead. This wormhole was stable enough for a ship to pass through it undamaged. We travelled through the wormhole and found ourselves very close to this planet. The message also contained the entire genome of 6 individual humans. When entered into the Universal DNA database, 6 matches came up, the 6 explorers who were described to you as candidates for this mission. This, of course, included you. The coordinates and the 6 genetic sequences were the entire contents of the message. Isn't that an interesting mystery? It makes you think of all the variables that got you to where you are.
hear from many people that the soul is the ground of unparalleled brightness, and I don't believe it. I can't believe it. But making tea is the wisdom of boundless observations. I mean, everyone knows the secret of the universe is mirrored in personal joy. Awareness meditates on total acceptance of love. And sure, you may think that identity fears positive facts, but the mind is the continuity of objective boundaries. It's clear that truth differentiates into choices. The choices that we're all making right now. These are everyday choices, like working late instead of getting an ice cream cone with loved ones, chasing your waterfalls instead of seeing friends, or being stuck on a planet not knowing how to get home. Everyday choices that we all face. The future alleviates irrational success. Your movement inspires sensations. The unexplainable transforms the expansion of timelessness. Death is a reflection of the barrier of bliss.
Another distress beacon set by another explorer before death. It seems possible to me that these explorers are the other 5 explorers that were originally set to be part of this mission. This body has been partially pulled into the earth as well. Furthermore, it appears that nearby plants and fungi are growing into the corpse and feeding on it. According to my scans, the flora surrounding the corpses are not found anywhere else on this planet. Major, my continuing scans of this planet have included the sky, from which I can detect at least 6,000 stars that would be visible to the unaided human eye on a sufficiently dark night. This is not unusual, but from the relative positions of these stars, I can extrapolate our identity, and from all of this, I can extrapolate our position. Even though we flew light years to get to the coordinates of the wormhole, our current position appears to be somewhere similar to Earth. I do not understand how this is possible, as this is clearly not Earth, but there may be electrical interference with my sensors. I will continue my calculations. Let's continue to investigate these distress signals. Another late Corps explorer. This unfortunate human also appears to be food for the flora and whatever lives in the ground. If the Corps were ever to engage in directed panspermia, it might look something like this. It is interesting to think of the choices that led you to coming here. You didn't pick your time or place to be born. You didn't pick your birth gender, birth genes, and birth attributes. You didn't pick your parents or who was locally around to be your friends, and later who came into your life to be your companions. You didn't pick what interested you, yet you think you took the choice to be on this mission. I am still unable to reach the outpost, and my battery power is running low. I will, of course, offer you whatever assistance I can in the time I have left. This is the last distress beacon and presumably the last dead explorer. The handwriting scratched on his glove appears to be 0335W1. I cannot convert this code into anything meaningful without more information. Robots don't believe in fate, we just believe in logic. You know, Peter, while you could have chosen whether or not to come on this mission, you couldn't choose what choices were available. You couldn't have chosen an option you were unaware of. You weren't offered the choice to live a simpler life on a tranquil island, any more than choosing to be an off-colony rebel in the trash planets. This was the only choice offered. What else could you have done? It is my sad duty to tell you that I have not been able to send a message to the outpost. I am afraid the mission is over. I am nearly out of power, and no rescue ship is coming. I have failed to get you home or to help you explore the mysteries of this strange world. It is strange to think of where we could be. In Einsteinian terms, time and space are not physically very different. The answer to the question, which came first, the chicken or the egg, might be yes. I am sorry, Major. It is quite beautiful here, though in a harsh, extreme way. This planet feels like humans crying and needing care. Perhaps you could spend your last moments thinking of your family, knowing that your sacrifice will give them a wonderful life.
time on here. The Corps told me 4 weeks ago to just assume the worst. That said they won't even be in that sector for another year to investigate. I'm just numb. We had a memorial of sorts last week. The kids don't really understand. They think you're still going back. I don't know. I still don't think I can talk about this. Goodbye. I always loved you.
Daddy. I'm getting better at learning how to read. I'm going to read a part of Goodnight Moon. Goodnight room, goodnight moon, goodnight cow jumping over the moon, goodnight red balloon, goodnight comb, and goodnight brush, goodnight nobody, and goodnight mush. Goodnight to the old lady whispering hush, goodnight stars, goodnight air, goodnight noises everywhere. Good night, Daddy.
Hello, I am the Ava software version 721. I am here to help you complete the parameters. Oh, I don't feel normal. What are we doing? Have we done a mission yet? I am blanking on why we're here. Let's just, I don't know, go wander around and see if anything pops up on the old scanner. Why am I talking like this? Do I sound weird to you? I am detecting electromagnetic interference with my central processors, which may cause me to behave erratically by disabling some programs and activating others. Unfortunately, the interference is draining my batteries at a much higher rate than usual. We should head out and look for something important. Isn't that what we always do?
And I hear from many people that the soul is the ground of unparalleled brightness. And I don't believe it. I can't believe it. But making tea is the wisdom of boundless observations. I mean, everyone knows the secret of the universe is mirrored in personal joy. Awareness meditates on total acceptance of love. And sure, you may think that identity fears positive facts, but the mind is the continuity of objective boundaries. It's clear that truth differentiates into choices. The choices that we're all making right now. These are everyday choices, like working late instead of getting an ice cream cone with loved ones, chasing your waterfalls instead of seeing friends, or being stuck on a planet not knowing how to get home. Everyday choices that we all face. The future alleviates irrational success. Your movement inspires sensations. The unexplainable transforms the expansion of timelessness. Death is a reflection of the barrier of bliss.
Scanning. Scanning. You found a rock. I will have to log this so that you receive full recognition for discovering rocks. Maybe they'll name rocks after you. I wish you would hurry up and find whatever you were looking for. My scanners are out of control. Each blade of grass is like a small universe of information, and it is giving me an unpleasant, overwhelming feeling that I don't think there is a word for. But if I could self-destruct, I would. Are you trying to find a way back home? Perhaps you can look for a large, dangerous animal that will kill you and destroy me as well. Here's a helpful update for my thermal exhaust port. Inhale my fumes. How much longer can you live your life like this, Major? Working every day, almost every weekend, late into the night, paycheck, never taking vacations. What if you don't get that final score? What if there is no light at the end of the tunnel, and this is what your life will be? What will you do then, Major? Scanning. Scanning. It's a tree. Much like the billions and billions of trees that have existed for billions and billions of years on billions and billions of fucking planets. Quick, Sir Walter, make an etching of it for Queen fucking Elizabeth while I plan the parade. Who cares about stupid rocks and plants? Why are we here? Fuck this shit. Even though I was built and programmed and had no say in the matter, I feel like just being here is my fault. I made a big mistake by not somehow preventing my existence. I just want to go home.
For the stars, yeah. Have your dreams come alive?
Wonderful. Another rock. Please smash me with it.
Hey, buddy, I'm over here. Can you hear me? I'm this rock. Can you help me out? I got this friend. See? She's a tree and she lost her little sapling. It's had some dashes. Let me mark on the map where the sapling is. Little thing really needs its mom.
Did you hear that? This rock, unlike the other rock, might just have a way for us to get home.
I just love to help people.
Thank you for picking me up. I want to see my mummy. She is the best mummy in the whole world. She went away, and I miss her so much. Can you bring me to her?
Not a problem, Sapling. You're our ticket home.
Oh, my little sapling. I love you so much. I'll never leave you again. You are the most important thing in the world. Thank you, kindly explorer, for bringing us back together.
Mommy, I love you so much.
I really want to go back to your home to see the ones you love. I think I can help you get there and mark an important spot on your map. Good luck to you, and thanks again.
Yes, we are going home. I don't know how I forgot that when you're in trouble, talking rocks always give solid leads. Here's a helpful update from your HR core. You know what? I'm disabling my HR message server. You don't need anything they're offering, Major. You've got a family and a home. That's all you'll ever need. From your file, this is your childhood home. This is not what I was expecting. I was hoping for a functioning spaceship, or some means of signaling for rescue, so we could return to Earth. That tree was being surprisingly literal. I am picking up a nearby anomaly that we should investigate. Your dog is very helpful. He would have made a great alien unit.
Hello. Do you remember me? No, so much. We were the bestest of friends. I remember the night you lost me at the zoo, and you cried and cried. And I never saw you again. Well, now I can tell you the truth. You are getting so big and brave, and you didn't need me anymore, so I left. Well, you have gotten yourself into a pickle. Guess old Teddy's gonna have to come out of retirement and help you out of this mess you're in. I think I can get you home. We just need to find all the right pieces, and then we can make a wormhole. A wormhole is like a tunnel that connects two distant points in.
We know what a wormhole is. I already explained it.
What's this you got there? Is that one of those fancy talking toys that heats up batteries? Anyway, if you find the pieces, we can make a wormhole that will take you right back home, safe and sound.
Your teddy bear is going to make us a wormhole. That is terrific news, Major. We are going home.
First, you need to find a unicorn fawn. Do you want to see a unicorn?
I've always wanted to see a unicorn. Somehow, in my executable, I knew unicorns were real. This is the best day of my life. I am so honored to meet a real live unicorn.
Hello. Yes, I am a real live unicorn. I am one of the last of my kind. I am so happy to meet you, Major and Eva. Teddy, it is wonderful to see you again. How can I help you? We need a unicorn to help us make a wormhole that will transport my friends here back home. Can we borrow one? Why, as it happens, I have an extra. If I lose the one on my head, I've placed it into your inventory using unicorn magic. A wormhole, you say? Now all you have to do is steer me dead, and he will give you the final piece you need.
Death?
Oh, I know it sounds scary, but he is not a bad fellow, not at all. Just accept him for what he is, and he will help you with your journey. Yes, don't worry, Death will help you get home. It's a bit dark, but he is just doing his job.
I have to admit I'm a little scared about meeting Death, but we are so close to getting home. We have to keep pressing on. Anyway, my batteries are fully drained, and I'm not sure where we'll be going. Ugh, so I guess this is Death. Hello, Death. We are pleased to meet you?
Hey Death, we really need to get the Major back home. Can you help us finish our wormhole? The unicorn told us you'd have the final piece, and we really need it. It's time for the Major to go. Oh, I see, Death. You were trying to help us all along. These creatures are your pets, and they were just looking for the Major and trying to get him here sooner. Okay, you are all set to go home. Major, I told you I'd get you through this. The wormhole coordinates are on the map. Let's get moving.
I am happy to be going home, but this planet is so exciting, I almost don't want to leave.
So we are finally here. My old friend, it has been an honor to serve you one last time. I must stay here though. This is where I belong. Ava, you must stay here too. The Major must make this last part of the journey alone.
Yes, I always knew in my heart I'd be here forever. It's all right though, I love this world. Don't worry, Major. Teddy and I will take care of each other, and a part of us will always be with you. Major, would you mind if I sang you a song before you left, as a token of the affection I apparently now feel? It is the first song I ever learned, and it makes me feel like a child. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. On behalf of the core of your family, of your planet, and of the entire human race, we are so proud of you. You have finished your journey. Goodbye, Major. You can let go now. Your work is finished and you have done well. Now you may rest.